Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. We're doing Persian today. As you could probably see from this little intro here, Persian's a run that I think about often because 89.99, it's such a shame that the way the numbers work out, it's not quite A tier, but I believe it is. So we've tweaked it, and I do think we can make a little comeback here. Let me make sure I got everything set up. I kind of was in a little rush. I think everything's good. Looks good. How's everyone doing out there tonight? I think we have something good planned. I got like an audible. I got like a faster route in mind, and then I have a slightly slower route in mind. I'll try the slightly slower one first, and then we'll see how it goes from there. Hey Tony, Dragon Super, Papa Doo, Yurt Dan, Kiwi Seaweed, Jonas Tang, Unicorn Cat, everybody's here. Hello Pablo. Alright. We can see the stats. Persian doesn't have anything except for speed, but it does get slash later. It's a weird run. It's a good run. We've seen it before. I've done the original video. I've done multiple runs on stream a while ago. It just bothers me that it's 89.99. So I think we should just hop in, and I think we're just gonna begin. Okay. I have not practiced this in a couple of days. It's been a pretty busy, had a lot of stuff to do. Couldn't practice it a ton. So let's just see how it goes. I think we're in the middle slot. We're going against the Venusaur line today. I'm interested to see if it'll take my nickname. I've been having problems with that. Yeah. Okay, pretty simple at the start. It's gonna be simple for a while. I tried yellow version. Like you guys know, I always try both versions. And it's weird, we'll talk about it more in depth as we get there. The one singular area that Persian really struggles at is Agatha. We've seen that in every single run that I've done. And yellow version is pretty significantly easier in that fight, but the lead up to it, I feel like you save more time in red overall. So there's not really much we can do for that. Cats can't slash. I agree with that one. I hate that guy right there. Like you can't pick an optimal route because he always gets in your way. There's some luck involved in this really early game. It's really when you get to like Nugget Bridge and stuff to where like we'll decide if the run's good enough to continue. We'll continue the first run no matter what. But we'll see. If you guys hadn't noticed, I didn't do a video this week. It wasn't ready, but it will be ready this Sunday, and hopefully I'll get some promotion on it. I'll talk about it more, and I'll announce it and stuff like that. But it's a versus video. I've been working a lot on it. It just wasn't quite ready, and I wanted it to be good. Okay. My movement's not so great. I want to pick up this potion. I don't think I need it, but that's something we can just cut out of the next run. I did a run where he blocked me. I went up and he blocked me, and I moved to the right and he blocked me again, and then I moved back and he moved back again, and I was just like, I just restarted the run. Do I dare just go straight here? I think I do. I want to play this one a little bit more cautiously. Extra saves. I'm doing alright. Trying to get a bunch of projects ready and done. Had some tests this week. Had a test open up tonight that I'm going to take out tomorrow. I am going to probably reset this. I'm not going to count it, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to count it, because I'm looking at chat and I was supposed to heal. Well, it really is. I'll count it from here on out, though. That's like some rust right there. I'll chalk that up to oh Rusty. Okay, we're dying to this guy. Oh, it's not your fault. It's always like this when I stream. At this point, it probably should just be a run restarter. I don't know why. I think he crit twice there. I'm pretty sure he crit twice. Yeah, this is a restarter right there. I can't go back and look. My delay is very minuscule, so it's already passed. But I'm pretty sure he crit twice. Thanks, Unicorn Cat. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're restarting. We're restarting that one. I'll have to remember that. I think the last couple of streams I didn't have, I forgot that I restarted a run and somebody was like, your timestamp should be more accurate. I think the Diglett just crit twice on that one, specifically. That one hasn't really given me much trouble. I don't know why it did, but it's stream, so streams always do that. I don't know what Persian is, to be honest. I think it's a Persian. It's hard to translate it to real life. I don't know any other cats with red balls on their forehead. I did some overlay improvements. I was having a lot of slowdown when I was running. It doesn't really affect me too much because I'm not using real time, but I had a sync that was going off of something stupid. So it was like checking itself every second. Okay. Every second it was checking itself and it was like racking up into the thousands. And it was like overloading the computer because it was just checking over and over and over for this one little async I got. But I think I fixed it. We'll find out. Surprised I didn't get poisoned there. I usually get poisoned like immediately. Almost every run I do, poison, poison, poison. I looked over and talked to that guy like 3 times, so that's cool. I made a custom, I don't know if you guys, we use the different sprites and stuff, but like to get a little technical about the ROMs, I have expanded the banks, the space that's usable within the ROM to allow me to use pretty much any sprite that I want without having to worry about space, which also frees me up to have bigger sprites, and I expanded the back sprites to 48 by 48. Kind of boring, but I lost my train of thought. I don't even know how I was going to finish that sentence. Completely lost it. It's gone. I'll remember it, I'm sure. So maybe we can just get through this here. Jesus Christ, man. I'll make a save state. I don't feel like manually saving. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I was down to 8 HP last time. I think I made a mistakey here. I was supposed to pick up 2 potions. So unfortunately, I do have to go heal, but I'm fine with that because I'm not taking the first run ultra seriously. I just got to pick up more potions. I was spoiled in practice. Yeah, Mega Man 2. I got that OST. We start with the Growl. And now we're going to go into Screech. Okay, I'm fine to start biting. There we go. For Brock, not too bad. Pretty quick Brock fight, actually faster than something like Zapdos, but just the way this fight worked out, I'm going to heal, and then I'm going to do my buy. I'm going to keep it real light. Buy the essentials. Be on my way. Usually Brock's a little bit easier than that, believe it or not. That was actually a pretty bad Brock fight because he used a lot of tackles. Hello, D1. I guess I could get crit here and mess up, but this is a pretty easy section. The Space World Caterpie, it's the best Caterpie. So we got, I guess, well, this is a little bit of a downtime. No, I don't want to flop a cat. Those things are terrifying. I watch it just hiss at the owners, and I'm just like, man, that thing could just rip you apart if it wanted to. So downtime. Continue what? We just started the stream, and it's asking me if I still want to watch. What is that? Okay, like I was trying to say 3 times now. We got a little downtime. I want to see if this works. I tried something new. This is where I changed the async. Let me see. Yeah, encounters look like they're off after I catch. Good. Good. Okay, downtime. Actually not. There's not any downtime. I should probably have healed there. I'm going to get water gun. Water gun is something I went back and forth with. Like, does it really save some time? And at the end of the day, I think it does. I'm only going to use it for 2 battles. That's it. Just 2 singular battles. And I think it makes those battles fast enough to warrant the getting of it. Normally, I wouldn't even bother. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm resetting. I don't know where I'm at. I'm here. Okay. Metal Gear. I like Metal Gear a lot. Yeah. I only watched Metal Gear 4 be played. But every other one I have put pretty extensive time into. I would say the first one. Yeah, I got pretty big into it. I don't think I played Metal Gear 2 on the Nintendo, but I had Metal Gear 1 on Nintendo. I played it. I can still remember the music right now. Metal Gear Rising, not really. That was a little bit later. I didn't get back into Metal Gear really until Metal Gear 5 came out, and I think that's a pretty good game. I think it's underrated. I think it's a travesty, just goes without saying, I think it's a travesty that it's not finished and the way Konami kind of forced Kojima out and stuff like that. I think it had potential to be one of the best games ever, but unfortunately it's not finished. But the gameplay and the gameplay loop in that game gave me so much fun times with it, and I wish sometimes I want to go back and play it again. I think I played it through to completion 3 different times. I really like Metal Gear Solid 5. Man, I was talking about how we had downtime and I was gonna say something, but keep messing up. We're using a slightly lighter gray on the palette this time. I want to go full custom on the palette soon, but I haven't had time to do that. But I have touched up a couple of colors that I don't like, specifically the grays. Now, they're a little bit purplish, right? And it didn't make any sense to me, and I was like, that looks awful, and I'm going to change it. So I changed it, and what turns out is they use the same palette for Lavender Town. So it makes that look a little weird. I'm really potion shy. I should be picking up all the potions. Yeah, Metal Gear Survive. Let's not even talk about that one. I'm gonna go water gun just in case something bad happens on the coughing. Now we're a little under leveled here. Dome Fossil, I'll get the Dome Fossil just because you said it. I've been grabbing the Helix Fossil just to prove to myself that it doesn't make the run any better. We're gonna have to redo Kabuto pretty soon. I dread it. Okay, this is a part of the game that I hate. I would dare say that this part of the game is just straight up luck. This is one of the reasons I like yellow better, because having water gun here makes the rival fight significantly easier, but we have to deal with Pidgeotto. He's tanky, he has sand attack, and I hate it. We at least outspeed it, but I probably need a crit to two-shot it. Okay, we avoided that, but we are a little hurt. No payday. Such a shame. I love signature moves so much. It's one of the reasons why, like, when I'm doing cross-gen runs, I always look high and low for the signature moves. I love signature moves a lot. Since I'm hurt, I'm just gonna heal here. And then the hiker up here that's guarding the elixir, that'll be the second spot that Bubble Beam's good at. Dude, yeah, it doesn't give you any money. You'd have to give you significant money to even warrant the use of it. They didn't have to do it so dirty. They could have made it like at least 60 base power, 65 base power. Hey, we're gonna redo those Dialga Palkia ones. I got one that I've been laboring on to try to get done, that I finally have the finishing touches on. We're gonna be doing Tyranitar versus Metagross versus battle Sunday. That's a big one. And then I'm going to finally do Rapidash. And then I want to go back to Crystal. I pretty much got my overlay done. I just got to do a test of it. I want to go back to Crystal. Then I want to finally get done with Regigigas. And then after that, I want to start doing some stuff. Yeah, oh my Rapidash, you know it. Oh, I remember what I said. I talked about a long time ago. I don't know if you guys remember. I forgot what I was saying. The ROMs, I expanded the banks, I expanded the back sprite sizes. And what that equates to is that, like, I had to use like this little hand-me-down back sprite for my character. And look right here, you'll notice I have a custom red sprite I just drew. Look at that. I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, Metal Gear can be pretty convoluted, but for me, it's mostly about the gameplay. Yeah, I borrowed inspiration from somewhere on the internet. You know how it is. I Google search something and I'll just be like, hey, can I devamp that to make it look similar? I'm gonna water gun this because I don't want to be stuck out of bites against these Odysseus. I think a lot of the complexity comes from the contrivances from trying to make more of something, you know what I mean? Like, okay, to make another game, we have to explain this, and we have to retcon that, and we have to make up this lore, and it comes like so backwards on itself. Man, I feel like it's been a minute since I played Pokemon Red. I've been so behind on like editing and stuff like that. It's just the worst to me when like you're trying to work on a project and it's just like, I completely didn't mention this thing I was gonna mention. It's part of the problem of not using a script anymore. I'll just forget stuff and I'll get back into editing and I'll be like, I didn't mention this at all, or I didn't talk about this or that. And I had to go back and re-record audio, and I noticed a mistake and I had to take it down and I had to redo some stuff, so that's why the delay was here. I think it'll be worth it. We'll see. Now, what I've been trying to do, I'll just replace water gun, why not? I don't know if a lot of you know about like channels and stuff like that, but like when you make a video, you have the option to send it out to notify your subscribers. And I've been wanting to turn that off because I feel like a lot of my subscribers are kind of dead and I feel like my reach is low. I tried it last time and the results were basically the same as they always were, so I don't know. It's just like, you want to try something new, and I don't know how to handle it. What would you lose your mind on? Are you talking about the spin-offs? Let's hope we never see a... I don't ever want to see a Metal Gear spin-off again unless it's made by Kojima. I think somebody else could make it good. Jesus Christ, the Fox engine that runs Metal Gear 5 is so good. The gameplay's so good in that game. I can't state that enough. That first Machamp run, that was quite a while ago, so I appreciate that. I do believe we are buying one extra super potion, and we're going a 10 repel route today. What am I doing? Okay. I do believe that's it. Let me get through this little section real quick. I have a habit of messing up. Do I replace bot? A lot of people like the notifications, but you got to understand, like, when I came back to the channel, originally, I had 9,000 subs on this channel and it was dead. I did completely different stuff on the channel back in the day and it was dead. So I worked my way up to where I am now. But getting subscribers, gaining subscribers, or like somebody subscribes, watch a couple of videos and they stop watching, it leaves you to a point to where, you know, you have like 10, 12, 13,000 people that just don't watch. And I feel like it limits your opportunity to get like that big video. That's what everybody's in it for. You know what I mean? Like, you keep telling yourself, hey, keep plugging away at it. Eventually one video is going to get big. And I don't think it can get big the way it is now. Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff I want to do in the future. We'll see. Life is going to get busy. So we'll keep plugging away at it. Man, PT. Let's not talk about PT. PT's a scary game. God, I could think about it right now and be scared. It's scary when you look into the code of it or you watch videos that kind of talk about the little intricacies of it. How like the mother that was killed or whatever is like always behind you in some sections. You never know it because it's first person and it makes it so much creepier. That's like one of the weirdest facts I've ever heard, and it like makes it so much scarier because it's such a terrifying, I guess, like visage, like a ghost. I don't know if it's really a ghost, but like it's always behind you. I think my gym, after lots of debate, I think it would be ghost and fire. There's enough ghost fire types to have your own thing now. Yeah, she's behind you, but you can't ever see her because you can't. She's always behind you. So you can, since you're in first person, you can never see her. And like, you don't see her much, but it's just like, oh my Rapidash! You know what I'm saying? I've been liking Skeledirge. I like Skeledirge a lot, I'm not gonna lie. I really like Skeledirge. Like, say what you will about the new Pokemon games, but there's some banger designs, and I think Skeledirge is quickly rising up on some of my fave Pokemon list. I thought about doing a Rapsco run because it has such a good... It has good moves, and it's in the fast leveling group. But when I did runs like, let's say, Diggersby or Obstagoon, those videos don't get many views because they're such obscure Pokemon. Oh, I like Alola Marowak, but I don't think it'd be my aces. Yeah, low kick's got a unique topping too. The first bug dart. Lots of cool Pokemon. Chandelure's cool. He's in that very elusive club, ghost fighting. Or not ghost fighting, it's Annihilate. Ghost Fire. I got Annihilate on the brain because they released it in Pokemon Go. And it's really good in Go Battle League and PvP. So I've been battling a lot. It's really cool, like, I don't know, I like PvP in Pokemon Go a lot. And I like Ultra League's my favorite league. That means anything to you, it probably doesn't. But my team has been Poliwrath because it received a significant buff this season with Cresselia and a Alolan Sandslash Shadow version. I've been testing out that team a lot and I've been liking it a lot. It feels very professional. If you play card games, it feels very much almost like a control deck, kinda. I feel like I probably lost a couple of viewers talking about that. I actually have an Annihilate Sprite. I haven't done the Primate run. I need to force myself. I need to do a Geodude run. I've been saying I was gonna do it for so long. I played a lot of Magic when I was young. I'm talking like when I was like 15. Before I could even drive, I was playing a lot of Magic. I was going to tournaments and stuff, but every once in a while I look and see what's going on with it, but I haven't actually played in a while. If you want to know my age or like where I go back to, I started playing Magic, The Gathering, one of the Urza sagas. I think Mercadian Mask was just coming out and the Urza saga was rotating out of standard when I started playing. I never do Geodude. No, did I ever? I said I'd never do Geodude. I think Tangela is the one I said I'd never do. But there's also a lot of runs that have evolutions that I want to do. Sandslash, Tentacruel. I want to use this on Body Slam. I don't know how I'm doing on time. I feel like I'm just kind of going through the motions. I need to move chat over so I can glance at it easier. It's on my second monitor. I need to just put my notes on the second monitor and move chat over. I'll do that during the second run. I've never played Commander. Yeah, Tangela is that bad. Tangela is awful. What's up, Master K? I don't know why I use Bubble Beam. Yeah, Geodude's stupid, but I think it'll be alright. I think it'll be a slow start, but if you can ever get your speed where you need it to be. Yeah, Tangela's god-awful. And you could say it's bulky because it is kind of bulky, but guys, I do a bulky every time I play Crystal. I run a bulky Pokemon, and we know the rule of bulky Pokemon. They're just slower, and Tangela just doesn't even get any moves. Bands and Saber, appreciate that. I seen it earlier, but it doesn't. For some reason, it doesn't pop up on the screen until a minute later. The worst rock ground, gotta be Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn doesn't have a saving grace at all. Oh my god, it gets bind. That puts it up to the S tier, I think. Considering how bad the Brock split is, I think you would definitely probably play yellow version for that one. But I don't know. I'm not interested in it right now. I don't want to get crit by Kangaskhan. I'll use a potion. Yeah, these are the Space World sprites. I try to show it in the intro. A lot of these sprites are good. I think some of the fire types are hit or miss. so intrigued by the start of the song. Phalanx, Super Nintendo. That's what it is if you're wondering. It's from that. It's the ending theme. I think I'm just gonna go pick up Fly and go straight to Pokemon Tower. Let me have a clean before I look back at chat. I probably could pause it and just do what I already said, but you see the Pokemon Towers now really light gray. I don't mind it, but I'm just saying that it used the gray palette. Man, speaking of Dig, I really wish Persian. If Persian got Dig, it'd be so good. It'd be such a good Pokemon. It's all it would take. There's a lot of runs that I think about doing that I'm like, I don't know if people will like it, but one of the runs that I'm just gonna do no matter what, and the Channeler's Ghost, worst enemy right here, by the way, but Meowsy, I don't know if you know the beta sprites, the third form of, the baby form of the Meowth line, Meowsy. I love that Pokemon so much. It's not even a real Pokemon, but it's one of my favorite Pokemon. That's how much I really like that Pokemon. I think it's so good. I think the design of Meowsy's like, it's peak. I think we do that run, and in a later generation, it gets access to Dig, or Meowth does anyway. Oh, you saw me comment on a Bakba Soup video? Yeah, I am. I've been in his streams a lot. I watch a lot of Bakba Soup. I love Resident Evil. Floppa, Cult of Floppa. Meowsy's from the beta, the gold and silver beta. I thought I was gonna die there. Man, using that potion hurts, but I gotta do it. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the old school Resident Evils. I like the new ones too, but I grew up on the other ones. If you don't know what Meowsy looks like, just open up a tab and just type in Meowsy Pokemon Beta. It doesn't have official moves or anything. I'm tempted to make it normal Psychic, and if you look at the sprite, you'll see why. Because it literally has floating coins around it. And why would it have floating coins if it wasn't Psychic? You know what I mean? Tell me that logic. That would be interesting to do. There's so many interesting runs to do. It's really overwhelming sometimes. And I guarantee you, like if this was my job, like if I didn't have anything else to do other than be like, yeah, I can put in 50 hours into Pokemon this week, I would do it, but I don't. Like, I can put in like 10 or 15 hours into it, and that's it. I would love to do so much more. But you already know what would happen, though. I guarantee you guys already know. If I started to do those kind of runs, all of a sudden we would see other channels start to do it. You know what I mean? Like, somebody would be like, oh, here's my crystal run with Goldine's pre-evolution. Not that that's a problem. Yeah, Meowsky's a pretty good looking Pokemon. I'm just saying, guys, sometimes I'm a bit of a trendsetter. I don't love this part. I want to do training, but I hate the training here. But it's so good. The Bellcat, yeah, that one's a pretty cool one. I know exactly what you're talking about. Man, this gave me some Undertale vibes at the start. I love the Mega Man 2 soundtrack. Hey, I think I got this memorized. So what I want to do is go over here. Okay, no poison, perfect. I love the hurt sprite for, hey, it's only a matter of time before we get hurt sprites on other videos. You're gonna see a J-Rose video with the hurt sprites. Hey, on the first comment, I gotta use a potion. On the first comment of J-Rose's latest video, somebody mentioned me in the reply thread, and I was like, wow, that's cool. I think they mentioned Scott too, but let's be real, Scott doesn't need the recognition. I need it. I'm poor, I'm broke on the streets out here in YouTube land. I need all the recognition I can get. I think Meowsie's the female Meowth, isn't it? I think this is it, but I am gonna have to pull up and just make sure that I'm not overly familiar with the spot. I'm level 37, about 38, 24 to the next level. Let me just see if I'm where I'm supposed to be, because I don't know. Yeah, I knew that. That's what I'm thinking, Night Angel. I'm thinking if I turn off the notifications to subscribers, maybe more people will get notified. I don't really care. At the end of the day, this is a hobby, and when I get done with it, it's just gonna end as a hobby. That's the expectations. If anything else happens, cool, but I'm not sitting there crying in my room being like, please, YouTube, give me some views. I don't care that much. I just do it because I like it. What are we doing here? Level 37. I missed a battle somewhere, guys. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Where did I miss a battle? Man, I missed a battle somewhere. I don't know where. What am I, 38? Let me look. 38, 24 to the next level. Where did I miss a battle? I hate this. I wish I had a talking cat. I'd be rich instantly. I'd just make that cat stream. I would just make the cat talk and I would just play the game secretly behind the scenes. Give me a second, guys. I'm 500 experience off and it bugs me a lot. Now, I know I didn't get 500 experience from this route. I know I battled all these guys. Wheezing Muck, Muck Trainer, that, the guy with the 4 Grimers, the guy with the Wheezing. I know I battled him. I need to know, alright? I need to know. I wouldn't battle anybody, and I gotta know for the next run, I guess. I got the Gentleman Candy, I'm 100% sure of that. Did I like leave out a trainer like an early game? Goldeen Trainer, we're back at... There's no... Bulbasaur, Super Nerd. I battled the... Oh my god, I skipped the Super Nerd. I'm supposed to fight the Super Nerd in Mount Moon. Oh heavens. I think cats would be kind of unique, kind of like a human. Alright, we're about to go back into it. Sorry guys. I skipped the Super Nerd in Mount Moon and I was supposed to battle it. So what I'm thinking is that it's going to put me behind in a critical situation. Let me see. My god. I hate that. Don't you just hate it? I think if animals could talk, they would just be wanting food all the time. I know my dog would be like that. If my dog could talk, he would, there'd only be 3 things he would talk about, maybe 4. He would talk about barking at something outside. He'd talk about getting food. He would talk about wanting to lay down under a blanket. That's probably about it. Or pet me. My dog doesn't really have much brain cells. I'm joking. He's the smartest little dog. I got worried a couple weeks ago. My dog had to have surgery. And I was super worried about it. I've never been more worried about anything in my life. My dog's name is Ozzy. Yeah, he's fine. He's actually better than ever, I think. Kind of annoying. He's an old dog and he's a Yorkie, so he's little. So just the risk of anesthesia alone was kind of a lot. But it's all good. I don't know. I don't know why anything raises anything, to be honest with you. I will save it here. I don't love this fight, but there's really no other time you can do it. Wait. I think I gotta do... I got to, Okay, I'm gonna redo that fight. I'm gonna make a hard save here. And I'm gonna come back here if I'm off of the levels I need to be at. And I'll do one more battle in the gym. But for now, maybe I don't need that experience. We'll see. So I'll be save stating from here on out until we have to go back to this. Kind of sucks because this is where we do the Celadon buy. This is a pretty big buy. It's a pretty hefty buy, so make a save state here. I'm gonna just reload. I already messed up. All right, guys, you already know this is where I mess up the most, so be patient for a minute. We have lots of money. I'm gonna get Mimic. I don't know if I really want to use Mimic. I thought about the last run I practiced a while ago. I was like, did Mimic really help me? I'm very impressed by the item management so far. We need all this just so that we can maybe have a slightly better chance on Agatha. Yeah, they didn't even care about that. When they got to the HP, they said, HP up, sure. Sounds good to me. Okay, we'll know if skipping the super nerd is something that I can actually do right here. I don't consider PP up a vitamin. I think as far as naming convention goes, it's fine. There was a mistake on the overlay. I'm gonna have to reload. Please don't make me go back to the thing. Okay, I noticed a flaw in my overlay. I'm actually gonna leave myself a note and I'll talk you guys through it while I'm doing it, just so you know. If I'm in a battle in Sylph, I have the vitamin counter up, so I know how many vitamins I can use, so I don't accidentally pick up a useless item that I can't use, like a protein when I can't use any. Like if you look up there, I can use 6 more proteins if I wanted to. But if I get in a battle like I did with the grunt and he uses a leer on me, the negative multiplier, this doubles as my stat modification notifications right there. It'll overlap with each other. I didn't notice that. Stat mod overlap, put it to use anywhere else outside of battle. That should be good enough for me to remember later. Never noticed that before. I knew I was gonna be right back here. God. That's strange. You can make it, you can make stuff and you can do like literally 20 runs and never notice a certain thing until it just comes up. I'm short. No, I'm not. I'm good. Good thing I noticed it though. I like to fix little things like that. I bet it's like that in my Gen 2 overlay too. Oh. You see, like, just for places like this, it's like good to know how many vitamins you can use. Yeah, we'll keep those teeth for a while. I need to practice this bike route right here because I feel like I don't do it right. There's a better way to do it. But it's so minuscule, I don't really care. Yeah, I didn't buy calcium. I got him milk. That was all milk. I bought him 8 milks for 79,000 Pokedollars. That's how much I like my animals. The only side effect of the dog surgery is I has to eat soft food forever now, I guess, but like he's sitting here eating fucking filet mignon. Five. Okay, this is where I need to know what happens here. Yeah, fancy feast, you know what I'm saying? Oh, I got extra battles here. Okay, I do everything on this floor. I have extra elixir, so I should be fine. Especially if I'm critting. Please don't glare me. Have you ever just been in a battle and you're just like, please don't use glare? Thank you. Whoops. Okay, I'll just go ahead and do this. I'm supposed to fight that guy too. That's so annoying. Am I still... What is up with you, playlist? I'm here. It hasn't even been an hour. I'm gonna use a full restore, I think. I'll grab this. I don't think this matters either. Probably a waste of my time. Okay, if I level up after this fight, everything's good. I did, okay. So right here, it says to use 5 candies after the double eradicate grunt, and I just don't, this is like my past notes. So I don't know if that's correct. Let me see if I'm doing this right. Yeah, it's right. Okay. Cool. So right here, we are using 5 of these rare candies. You think they'd be cursing Bugs Bunny, or they would like him because it's like a representation? Thanks for poisoning me, you kind individual. Remember, I don't necessarily have to just crush my old time, which is like 229 with all the adjustments. I just have to get not 10 resets. So I don't necessarily have to kill it. I just have to not die to Agatha 13 times in a row. I practiced this run twice, and I'm gonna tell you guys, I was 2-1 against Agatha. 2-1. Let's see how much turning on the stream will change that. Is Bugs Bunny gender fluid? Are you talking about when he like cross dresses and stuff? I haven't been on that Looney Tunes train in a while. Actually, let me talk about the Venusaur design. It's not actually Space World. It's the one sprite that I manually changed. That's the green version Venusaur. Because I like it a lot. I accidentally body slammed there. I didn't mean to. Looney Tunes is underrated. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't like Looney Tunes, like Hanna-Barbera and stuff like that, isn't that like one of the most popular things on the planet at one point in time? It's like persisted for nearly a century. I'm just glad it didn't use Stun Spore. Here's something I've been liking to do for a while. Like, I'll go ahead and anchor myself in Viridian, because I only have to heal a few more times. The Catherine soundtrack is so good. Yellow version Persian was one of the spots that I really didn't like a lot in yellow version when I was practicing it. I told myself earlier that I wasn't going to bring this up. But what do you guys think about that new game called Pow World? I've been reading about it. I've watched Bok Basoup. Somebody asked me about Bok Basoup earlier. I watched him play it. And I have like my opinion on it. And I don't know. That sounds about right. Okay, that was pretty clean. I'm sure it's fun, but I fully expect it. I think that within a few weeks or a month, it's going to just tank and not have anything going for it. It looks pretty basic. It looks like they tried to throw stuff. I did research like into the company that makes it, their last game, but it's definitely a streamer meme type bait type game. I think it's gonna fall off pretty quick. It looks like it's pretty bare bones, all things considered. That's just my opinion on it. I watched people play it extensively. Like, I watched hours of it this morning, and I just don't see the appeal. Like, just go play Rust or Ark or something. It does. And what turns me off of it more than anything, I guess, is like how defensive. The Pal World community is still growing. It's very small right now, but people are so defensive when they say, "Hey, that Palmon looks exactly like a copy paste of Pokemon with a slightly different palette," and they're like, "No, it's not." Yeah, I think it's so offended by it. It's whatever. I mean, hopefully it's fun and hopefully people enjoy it, but I just think it looks kind of meh. Does Kanto need more water? No. And Tombstoner. I thought about trying to get something up for a sound file on that, but you know, because I don't feel like saying it live. I'm just trying to be chill. It's actually better to go body slam in this fight than it is to go bubble beam. I think Hoenn needs a lot more water, and it needs another watered HM. I didn't mean to replace Body Slam, but that's fine. It's not going to be on the final learn set anyway. Yeah, I could probably look at the script for the music stuff and just kind of like implement that into it. I've just never done it. I could see it. To me, I get that some people might like it. To me, it's a little obnoxious. Especially, I noticed how obnoxious it was the other day when somebody like gifted 5 subs or something like that, and like it played 5 times in a row, and I was just like, oh god. Maybe we'll just get the slowpoke cry in there. The burnout. That was a perfect representation of how the slowpoke cry sounds. Y'all can look it up if you want, but you don't need to. It sounds exactly like it. Here we go. Burnout. That's it. I missed the range with the crit, but his Pokemon don't have good moves anyway, so I'm fine with it. We're kind of on the path here. We're doing pretty good. We got about 20 minutes to beat time, but there's a lot of little mess ups I had in this run, so I don't expect it to be the cleanest run in the world. I did pick up Mimic, never mind. I'm about to say I didn't. I'm gonna try for a Mimicless run. I think it's just faster. I can cut out a bunch of stuff with it. Yeah, there is no pure ice types in Gen 1. I was originally picking up 2 extra battles in Victory Road so that I can hit level 63 on Agatha, but I cut that out because it doesn't make much of a difference. I think you go from a 53% chance up to a 65% chance, and like adding in an extra couple of minutes for just a 10% extra chance just wasn't great. You'll probably never see me mimic Hypnosis. Now, if it was like yellow version and it had Substitute, I would love to have Substitute, but Lick doesn't do enough damage. It's actually weaker than Thunderbolt. Giving Gengar a free turn and then just tossing your hands up in the air and being like, Hypnosis, please work, 3 different times in the fight just seems like a little wasteful. And then Nightshade's a 3-shot on the Pokemon, but I can get 3-shot ranges anyway. Unless I got unlucky. Yeah, if I was casually playing or I was desperate, oh my god, 2 experience away. Never mind. I'm not using candies. Thunderbolt hopefully does a 3-hit kill on everybody. There's over a coin flip chance. It's something I labored over a lot and I looked at a lot. I should have done my menuing right there, I forgot. I thought about Mimic Confuse Ray. But at the end of the day, you're just giving it a free turn and you're just kind of hoping. Yeah, Agatha's not great in this run. Unfortunately, there's just not much you can do about it. I need to talk to the Elite Four on the left side, and I always forget. It's like a small thing that just makes it so much better for me. We're going Mimicless because I don't think it matters. I picked it up just in case I do need it, but I don't think I do. Well, keep hurting myself, maybe. I love Azalea Town too. Such good music. We could get Frozen or Crit. Yeah, Slash would help if I got it earlier for sure. Hello, McNulty. It's really the lack of Dig. Dig would just be so good. I don't use Slash on the Hitmonchan because if it can't one-shot and it's a range. Am I gonna get submissioned? No. Okay. Yeah, counter would be devastating. Yeah, Dig would solve it all. Just like with Kingler, but Kingler has the luxury of still having a Kingler's already been done with the game by like 6 minutes. Alright. Thunderbolt. What's we got? We just don't have to reset a million times here and we're good. Turn 1 Hypnosis. There's not much you can do about a turn 1 Hypnosis, like, honestly. There's no way. I appreciate you showing up, but there's no way you sat down and you went, I wish Matt would stream Persian soon. It's such a random run. I do appreciate you showing up, though, and I'm just being sarcastic. We missed the range, but we have another shot. Man. If I could have Substitute, I would love it. We'll see, though. We're not out. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. I'm coughing up blood. No, I didn't hear no bell. Got it. You're the only... Hey, I appreciate that. It's funny because Persian doesn't have a 4th move. It just doesn't matter. There's nothing else to use. Agatha's just pure luck, and everything I did in the run was just to slightly push the luck into my favor. You little hyper potion son of a gun. We can lose on like a hyper beam crit. I say we just go for it, boy. To be honest with you, this run's gonna be pretty hard to beat. I think I can clean some stuff up, but I think I've gotten pretty remarkable luck. And we can cut out Mimic, so that can save some time. I just don't think Mimic does much for red version, for Persian, so I think we can cut it out. Slash into victory. Don't burn me, bro. We can tank any one move. Doesn't matter. Razor Leaf, bring it on. Bada bing. See, we only saved like a minute over the last run, but we saved 9 resets. And I'm curious to see like what this would be right now. It doesn't, but I didn't want to get burned and start taking damage and do, you know what I mean? I just don't want it to happen. You're right though, it does ignore it. I don't really know what the improvement, it's just weird doing a run like a year ago. So what I'm gonna do is let me open this up. What I'm going to do is see what this run would rank right now. Let me find my little formulae. What do we got here? 228.10. With only 1 reset. I think this will significantly make the run better. Yeah, it brings it up to like a 91.87. So even if the next run fails, I think we have a very positive improvement already. But I do think we can shave some minutes off now that we kind of know the run. Now, here's the thing though. Should I cut out the super nerd? I didn't need it. I don't know. I think we stick to the script. Don't try. I always make that mistake. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move my notes over. So I can see chat better for the next run. I didn't do it and it makes me 500 experience short, but I still leveled up in the spot that I needed to level up. I should have already been doing this. I can't skip. I think the Persian hurt sprite's so good. What do you guys think about it? I love the eye scar. I've been implementing the eye scar a lot. And the background's like a Tokyo backstreet alley. I've been really happy with my overlays. Let's make this single digits and let's reset that. Let's reset that. Royalty from Persia. That's a pretty good thought about it. 92 is pretty good. I'm happy with that, but I do think we can do better. As always, it's about time for a little breaky poo. Quick little break. I might do a quick Pokemon Go battle real quick while I'm stepping outside for a second. Yeah, Persian left it all on the table. I don't know if it can do that. If I could save a couple of minutes, and even if I had like a reset or 2 more, I think it would be good still. Let's go up to this. Run number 2 is coming up next. Might lose a few of you while we're out. We always do. I think the run's pretty good, and I think that I handled everything pretty well. I don't think there's much more improvement to do other than just being a little bit cleaner. You know, who knows? Maybe we can get the extra luck against Agatha. But I think 1 reset on Agatha is very, very good still. It's weird to me that people never stay for the second run. Because it's always better. But I guess it is what it is. Okay, I am going to take a quick break. Let me pump this music up for you. I'm gonna give you a good banger before I go. Oh, we're gonna go Water World is what we're gonna do. Alright, I'll be back in a minute, guys, okay? All right, we're back. Let's see if we can get this done. Yeah, I did a rocket battle rather than a sweaty PvP battle. Okay, let me get a drink of water. All right, let's just do it. Maybe we'll not have bad luck. I think the PC potion is one of the faster potions to get because, I mean, literally, like, it's already done. I need at least 2 potions for Lightyear's trainer. It was a mistake I made last time. I avoided the growl. Good. Avoided that guy. He's cuck number 2. No, I just need 2 before I buy. I'll buy 2 when I buy, no matter what, just because I might need them for Nugget Bridge. There's a lot of cucks in this game. The next one is the guy when you walk into Cerulean. You're trying to get to the center. He messes you up a lot, like that guy. And there's a person that's in Vermilion. You can't go straight down because she's always in the way. She's Cuckarina. Car Cuckarina. Turn 1 poison? Was that a Gen 1 miss too? Oh heavens, I gotta do this. What am I doing? God. I've had outbursts on streams because of that one in the department store. Not the best start, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter. I got 2 potions I can pick up right here, and I'll be right back on track. Now, if this thing wanted to not damage me at all, it'd be perfect. Nice, you caught back up. Perfect. No damage. That's just great. It actually doesn't matter because I need to heal here anyway. Okay, making a save state. Don't crit me. He immediately crit! Got it. That was close. That does not feel good. Little growl. Little squeech. Oh man, I don't love the way this is looking right now. We got it though. Red bar probably does. I think I touched on this a long time ago. I'm gonna go heal here. In the Mewtwo, my original Mewtwo run, like the first video I did of Mewtwo, I was gonna do red bar strats, and I decided against it because it's not something that I do in my other runs. And I think I should just play the way I always play. If red bar happens, it happens, but I'll never intentionally trigger it to make a run faster. I should use Scratch on low health targets. I think red bar works differently in Pokemon Yellow, actually. You might have to look it up to be sure, but I think it's different. It doesn't save as much time in Yellow as it does in Red. Rather than use my very limited potions, I think I'll heal in Mount Moon. Yeah, I'm very... It sounds stupid. I guess kind of stupid to say. Kind of pretentious almost, but like I'm very well versed in the speedrun. Like I actually practiced it a good bit. Come on, Pidgey! Or Sparrow. Yeah, it's a lot more minuscule than that. The thing, the actual speedrun hurts my wrist too much. It sounds like a weird complaint, but like, I don't like it. It took a lot out of me just to practice the first like 5 minutes of the game. Okay. There's Paris. Yeah, the manips and Mount Moon specifically for the speed run, like, man, maybe I could do like a mock-up speed run, but at that point, I don't know if it's even worth it to do, but yeah, it takes a toll on you. Yeah, there's no turbo. Like, you're using like the Gambit emulator, the only official emulator that lets you use for that kind of stuff. And you have to manually input everything. So it's kind of like, there's a lot of mashing. And there's a reason that I use turbo, and it's just to make it to where it's not tedious. Like when you're doing, some days I'll sit down and do 4 or 5 runs in a day. Not worth it. I think we'll hit level 17 doing the super nerd, and it makes it to where there's no realistic level that you could get to with Persian to make Rival 2 100% consistent. So even level 18 damage rounding doesn't make it a 2-shot. So this is kind of like a concession. We're going Helix this time. Mix it up, go 1 and 1. Yeah, I mean, I have like a family history of the old Rematoid. So if I can not speed up the process, that'd be great. I've been finding myself like I need to work on videos and stuff like that, but during my free time, I've been finding myself I really want to play Stardew Valley again, and I've been messing around with it. It's such a good game. I'll just be sitting there like, well, instead of editing, I could just do a few days of Stardew. I think Turbo's the one thing that gives you like a pretty good bridge between the increased speed and the regular stuff. Turbo would be a lot less effective if you couldn't turbo. Did I say that right? Did I say turbo twice there? Yeah, that's why I use fastest text, because it's just text. I don't care. As long if you keep all your runs consistent, it doesn't matter what you do. Yeah, instead of the first turbo, I meant if you're playing on increased speed, the turbo doesn't, like, it just kind of offsets the human reaction time. I like speedrunning a good bit. I shy away from speedrunning games that involve some sort of glitchy manipulation type stuff. That's why the speedrun for this isn't that appealing. It's why I don't speedrun Crystal either, because there's even more kind of elaborate manips than that. They're not as long, but they're still pretty elaborate. Like the Resident Evil 4 remake, I got pretty into speedrunning that just in my own free time. And if you're on PC version, you have to use a mouse and keyboard, and you have to do a couple of door glitches. I didn't like it. The Resident Evil 4 remake you're playing right now. I don't play it anymore, but God, when it came out, I probably played it about 10 to 12 times. Are you talking about Carl Jobst by any chance? Uh-oh, I made a mistake. I should have saved a bite for one of the Odyshes. I think I'll scratch the Odyshes and bite the Pidgey. The Pidgey has sand attack. Is it the one that's like this Pokemon? Is it about just Pokemon speedrunning cheating? That's a new video. The thumbnail's like somebody like scared or something like that. Yeah, I've seen it on my recommended, but I haven't watched it. But I probably will watch it. I've been watching a lot of horror games. Like I watch a lot of horror game stuff. And then I wanted to do my research on Pal World before I blindly hated it. I'll watch that for sure. I love that kind of stuff too. And yeah, I know this isn't by Carl Jobs, but I was asking if you watch cheating stuff, you have probably watched him. Do I lose here? No. It feels good because you wouldn't think the super nerd does that much for you, but he pushes you to the next damage rounding threshold in like a couple of key places. And overall, it does feel kind of good. So while we might have wasted a little time, I think that small time investment is going to start to pay off now. Just like I think Water Gun, normally I wouldn't get the move, but you kind of make up the time by making the hiker faster. And then you make the elixir hiker faster. It bridges you to Bubble Beam, which I need to learn right now. Persian's a funny Pokemon though, like literally 3 moves. Doesn't even need a 4th move. It just doesn't get anything else. Six different games. What happened to my stream? When we took a break, we went down to 40 and we're back up to 53. So welcome if you're new. We're playing Persian. I'm so happy that when I put the what version and stuff we're doing, what sprites we're using, that nobody asks anymore. Okay, that was pretty clean. That was pretty quick. Hey, Tim Galvin. How are you doing this Friday night? It really does get a lot of use from it. No, I just use different sprites and color palettes. The version's always the same, but I like to keep it fresh. Pretty soon we might have a little gym leader mat custom palette going on, but not right now. I don't think Bubble Beam's a one-shot here, and I'm not going to risk it. Gentleman Candy? I love the yellow from Southern State. Just use your imagination. I really don't like the dark blue that it uses for like cerulean and stuff like that. And I still, one day, I need to go back through to the Gen 2 sprites and make a custom palette for those, because you can't just straight up take the Gen 2 sprites and put them into Gen 1 because they're messed up. Okay, I'm above 50% health. I should win this fight, just straight up win. Yeah, there was one night where it was 2 degrees. I think we talked about this earlier, Blaze, or Black Laser. Ghost Fire. Yeah, it was 2 degrees one day, and we got more rain than snow, but that's probably worse because it destroyed the roads. Hey, you're fine, Tim. Oh, we almost lost it. Yeah, if you guys don't know much about the South, it's not the same as, you know, if you lived in Ohio and it started snowing. Literally, like, it shuts down the entire state. So when the roads froze over and stuff like that, it was just like a state of you're home all week, basically. Doesn't really affect me too much personally, but it was pretty cold. I should have recorded splits just so I know how much further I'm ahead than my last run, but I'm fine with it. I know that I'm doing better. Maybe not, since we picked up the extra battle, but yeah, it's pretty cold. Jeff Foxworthy. I don't know where Jeff Foxworthy's from, to be honest. 50 below? We're talking Celsius? Because I'm pretty sure you would instantly die if that was Fahrenheit. Like absolute zero type temperatures. Negative 50 with a wind chill? Jesus Christ. Yeah, we got close to that zero, but we didn't quite get there. But hell, I mean, anything in the single digits is kind of awful. Here it's a real concern about like your pipes busting and stuff like that, water freezing. Had it happen to us last year and it was awful. I don't know if any of you have ever had to take a cold freezing shower while it's like 10 degrees outside, but it's the worst. I would almost rather die, to be honest with you. It felt like, no joke, it felt like somebody was stabbing me in the head with knives. It was awful. I got like a migraine headache just from it. That's pretty crazy. I got a buddy who used to work out in the field in Alaska, up north. Actually, the town, you remember that Josh Hartnett movie, 30 Days of Night? He actually works where that movie takes place. And like, it's so cold that you can only work in like 30-minute increments. Twitch chat regular. Does he have well, maybe you have a good experience here. I'm small enough to where I can still basically respond to everybody and have a decent conversations. Yeah, I don't know if it was oil rig work, but it was like pipe work. Yeah, that's like really far north Alaska. Like I visited there a couple of times. I was actually there earlier in the year. Not there, but like I could stay in the southern parts. Alaska was weird. This summer when I was there, there were some days where it was like 80 degrees. It's like, what's going on here? Like I packed coats and pants and stuff. I went everywhere this summer. I went to Juneau. And now the other towns I went to, the names are escaping me. Went to about 3 or 4 different towns. The first time I went, I was more on the eastern side of it with like Sodatna and Homer and stuff like that. Man, I can't remember some of the towns we went to. Wasilla. I don't think we went to Wasilla. I think Wasilla is where Portugal the Man is from, or their lead singer. Whoops. Accidentally went for scratch. Interesting. I love it up there. Yeah, I like it up there a lot. In another lifetime, I like to think that maybe I could have lived there, but it's a very, 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 very long ways away from me. Okay, that's the first mistake I made the run. I walked up a little bit too far. Forgot what I was doing. So we've done this one completely on memory so far. I think I want to take a look at my notes after Tower, maybe. Yeah, guys, we should have Tyranitar versus Metagross, Gen 1, cross-generation run going. Oh, something I didn't mention. I will have to mention it later. I made some overlay changes just for that run, and I didn't even mention them. I got so sidetracked. Like a pretty big, like, little formula I added to my damage calculations. I didn't even go over it. It was just kind of sitting there, and I guess nobody noticed. I guess I didn't even notice. Clean so far. For me, I would say it's probably like Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 1, probably even Metal Gear Solid 1. There's a lot of old games that like I just played so much that I just know everything. Okay, this time we're gonna completely skip Mimic, so no Pokédoll, no Mimic Girl House. Should save us a little bit of time. Favorite game as a kid? I really liked Resident Evil 2. I guess like as a young adult, I really appreciated Metal Gear Solid. I really appreciated Resident Evil 2. And I really liked Shenmue on Dreamcast. I also really liked Marvel vs. Capcom 2. As you can probably tell, I have so many Marvel vs. Capcom stuff in my playlist. Oh, I played lots of arcade, but at a certain point, I started staying at home. Okay, I think we got this. I tried to play the Shenmue remasters they released a couple of years ago. It did not age well. I could not get through that game. A game that I loved so much as a kid. Get out of my way, you dumb woman. No, I wasn't big into... I did play it, but I didn't like it. I started with Ness, and then I went to... where did I last save it? Okay, I'm gonna go back. I started with NES, I went to a Sega, and then I went to a PlayStation. Everything else, I could play like at a cousin's house or something like that. Turn 1 poison. Go. What a weed. An hour and 47 minutes in, I can finally let a bomb loose. Go fuck yourself. Sega Mega Drive is something completely different, I think. Or maybe that's just another country's way of saying it, but it was just the Sega Genesis here. I'm using Bubble Beam or Thunderbolt here just to save some PP. Maybe I can just avoid. It's probably not even worth the hassle, to be honest. I need to get good at knowing where this guy is. I keep missing him. Another poison! Let me hear you say hell yeah. We're just chill tonight. You can get a yeah. Okay, maybe we can just make it through without using anything crazy. Oh yeah, I had all that kind of stuff. I'd have to Google that information. I think the Mega Drive is just what it was called in some other countries, but it's basically the same thing. All right, let's zip, 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 and doodle right here. You know, sometimes like you'll say something and you'll just be sitting there after it and you're just like, I've never said that before in my entire life. Why did I just say let's zip and doodle right here? I've never even said that phrase in my life. Like something just took over my brain and said, yeah, zip doodle. I'm gonna cut out that second. No, I'm not. There's another protein inside of Seal. Kind of want to cut it out. New catchphrase. I'll start having that typical YouTube intro. What's up, guys? How's it going? Let's zip and doodle straight into the video. Today we're zipping, we're doodling, and we're going to do a little bit more zipping later. How are you zipping doodles doing today? We're going to be zipping, we're going to be doodling all day long. Let's hop straight into the run. Okay, this one's over. I think it could be better. We could probably add a couple more zips and a couple more doodles into it. Poisoned, I don't love it. All right, guys, let me focus here. Ah. I think that's it, no. No mimic, we're skipping it. All right, let's zip and doodle this real quick. I could have bought more potions earlier, but I didn't really account for the extra zips and extra doodles I was doing. That's the optimal place to be when you're doing that route. Okay. If I can just zip and doodle my way through this, I'll be doing good. Maybe I won't get like low kick crit. The Space World Machoke Sprite has some bazongas. He's zipping and doodling. If you know what I'm talking about. Oh, extra battles. Tons of extra elixirs. Don't have to worry about it. I could just go straight battle to battle. Elixir when I need to. Body slams like I'm rich. Body slams like they're $100 bills. Did I get that? Yes, I did. I think I'm going to skip this protein. Why not? What's it going to give me extra? 2 damage? I can think of one spot that it might make a difference, but at the end of the day, it's just a 2%. Or like probably 1% difference. And I gotta ask myself, do I really care? Should have, maybe I should have fought the, don't glare me, thank you. Nice little tight route right here. A lot of zipping, a lot of doodling. Oh, I haven't picked up the card key yet. Oh, I'm an idiot. A complete and utter imbecile. I may as well just go straight body slam using elixir after. You little stinker. Oh, I'm joking, guys. Don't. 3, 4, 5. 5 condies. Uh-oh. I forgot to use my elixir. But I don't think it matters, you little poisoner! He poisoned me in broad daylight. In front of everybody. Yeah, Electrode's been through it. Come on, Razor, leave me, I dare you. Alright, get out of here, blah blah blah, okay. I was hoping Not Gaming would be in the chat today. I don't think he's here, I haven't seen him talk, but he wanted me to watch that fan-made Pokemon Red movie that's on YouTube, and I watched it. I don't think he would like what I have to say about it, but I did watch it. So if you watch this VOD after, feel free to comment. What happened there? Did I Gen 1 miss? Poison! I was not a big fan of it. I didn't even finish it. I don't think it was bad. I don't think it was bad. I don't even know if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like Pokemon Red game, movie. I don't remember what it's called. It's like a foreign guy made it. It's pretty cool, but it's filled with so much fluff that I could not get through it. Like there's this whole, like, by the time he makes it to Cerulean City down to Vermilion, there's so much fluff in it. Like things like a romantic interest with Misty that goes on for too long. They overindulge on like the Raticate dying on the SS Anne, and that's why he's dead when you fight him in Pokemon Tower. And then there's like this whole little like training montage with Lieutenant Surge, and it's just like, it's too much. Okay, that's all I want to say. Like if you want to watch a really, really good adaptation of the games, it's called Pokemon Origins. There's only 4 episodes of it. It's so short. Yeah, Pokemon Origins. I love Pokemon Origins. I think it could have been fleshed out more, but for what it was, it got straight to the point and it was so good. And I was expecting Pokemon Origins type stuff, but like, this just droned on. Like, I don't need to see Misty up at night thinking about Ash and them kissing and flash forwarding to the future to where they're like making out, like, and then like a 5-minute long training session with Lieutenant Surge because Ash has PTSD from killing the Raticate. You know, like, I don't need it. I mean, it zips and doodles by, but you know. It did do the white hand scene. I'll give it that. There's good stuff in there, but at the middle of it, right in that little spot, was just like, I was just like, no, not for me. I was like, how long has this been on? Like, I can't sit. It's like 3.5 hours. It's longer than Oppenheimer. I'm sorry, Not Gaming. If you're looking back to this, you're probably not very happy with what I had to say, but I gave it a shot. That's all I can really do. I always take that risk right there where I go down about 5 steps. It's to make it to where I can make it to that. Usually I pick up Blizzard. Obviously I'm not going to do that in this run, but I like to combine those 2 menus. It's a bad habit I have. It's ultimately kind of insignificant like a lot of things, but if it works, it feels good. Like, I could make it all the way to Blizzard before it runs out. And then I could just say, hey, pick up Blizzard, go pick the Repel, da-da-da. Candy. Secret key. Now we're digging. Yeah, I love supporting, you know, fan-made stuff and things of that nature, but I think the runtime's a little bit long. Oh, another one of my main things about it. There's no actual dialogue, so there's no voices and stuff, and I get why, because it's like a cheap production, but I like to watch my stuff on another monitor where I barely pay attention to it. I more listen to it than I watch it, and you have to watch it. I got growled and I hate it. Am I still watching? Yes, I am. Okay, let me tell yes, I'm watching. Dudley Steen, let me turn this up. There we go. We're gonna have Scratch on our learn set at the end of the game, but I don't care. Like I said, Persian has 3 moves. I didn't even have to heal there, but I did anyway. Waste of time. That's probably my biggest problem with it though. Going back to this, no voice acting. As somebody, I don't sit there and carefully watch stuff. I mainly listen to it. I'll glance over from time to time, but I'm usually multitasking something. I'm always doing 2 or 3 things at once and, you know, whatever. I'm usually zipping and doodling all over the place. It's funny the stuff you remember from one run to the next. I remember accidentally scratching that guy on the first run. Last time we saw that, even a bubble beam. Oh, the crit did kill that time. I haven't seen the Super Mario Brothers movie. I heard it's really good though. If I watch something, it's usually like a horror movie. I'm a big horror fan. And I feel like it's been so long since anything good's came out. I feel like ever since Hereditary came out, I've just been waiting for the next good horror movie. But that's something I'll definitely probably watch one day. Hey, if you recommend me some, I'll watch them. I've been slacking on my movies. Oh my god, I thought 2022 was last year. Until you said 2023, I didn't even realize it. I heard FNAF was okay for what it was. For me, a lot of times, like, this goes for like watching videos, like doing anything. I can even say like watching a J-Rose video, for example. I find myself I can enjoy things a lot more if I don't criticize it, I don't think too hard about it, and I just consume the content and just enjoy myself. So I'm fine with doing that, and I feel like Five Nights at Freddy's is one of those movies where don't think about it too hard, just watch it, just have fun with it. Hey, I don't play the games, but like, I've looked into the lore, a lot of it. Like, I've watched a lot of lore videos on it. I'm a sucker for lore. Like, this isn't gonna be me, but like, if somebody ever was just to make a channel called The Lore Master, and all they did was just talk about video game lore, I'd be so into it. I just don't think I have the voice for it. I just don't think the southern drawl could keep people into it. You would need like a Bati Vidya type voice to do it well. I think J-Rose is at that part where he's just like, he doesn't need to do stuff like this. Like, it would improve his runs. Like, as much as like you watch it and you see this stuff and you're like, oh man, that's so cool that they can do that. The main thing about this kind of stuff is like, it helps me be a better player. Like, I know more information about the game. Like, it's cool that people enjoy it. But for me, whoops. It helps me. A lot of stuff I put into the overlay, it's just a me thing. I had to use a full restore earlier, I think. That means I gotta buy one. I'm not willing to go through the Elite Four with only 2. Especially with Agatha being such a pain. I don't know why I bought 4. Okay, can Agatha, or not Agatha, but no submission. Whoops. I did not mean to go for that move. That might cost me a reset. Absolutely. It's that space world magic, brother. I hate that. I hate going for the wrong move and it costing me a reset. I fully agree there, Scott. But you really don't get anything with a J-Rose video. You just kind of listen. I think of his videos more like a fun story rather than like watching somebody that knows the craft and, you know, no submission. We're at a pretty good health range though. Yo, Cameron Quinn. How's it going? Focus energy. It's all interesting. But now what's not interesting is how luck-based and annoying this fight is. Did I not use the... Alright. Oh, the withdrawal. Oh, the crit. Oh, the knockout. Oh, the crit. Oh, the withdrawal. Glare. You little son of a bitch. 2 paralysis in a row? That's heartbreaking. I should have had that. I had 2 paralysis misses in a row. That fight couldn't have went much better than what it did, to be honest with you. Not good, not good, not good, not good. You like how just like so conveniently Agatha's like, I went Dream Eater, Dream Eater. Alright, tell me the computer didn't know I was about to wake up. Swap the moves over to Nightshade because it knew. Alright, I'm fine with this. There's no need to have a mental breakdown over it. I just hate. That's all there is to it. Okay, I hurt myself 4 times in a row. Is that 5 times? I got soloed by the Gengar. Man, now we're seeing Agatha at the worst. I'll have to do the math at the end of this to see if this will actually be better than the run. I'm getting very bad luck here. We did this on 1 reset the first time. Why did my YouTube stop? It's awful. Yeah, this fight's not good. Ugh. It doesn't feel great, especially we've seen the first run how well it went. I like the swap, but unless I crit, it doesn't matter. But this is pretty good. Yeah, I've been changing the XP bar. Oh, immediate wake up for different colors for different runs. I just messed with the I'd have to look and see what it's called, but oh no, this doesn't look good. 5 resets. If I don't have any more resets, I think that's good enough. We'll see how much it penalizes us. 3 Thunderbolts, I don't like that. Basically, if Aerodactyl crits... Okay, Hyper Beam crit, maybe danger. No, we're good. It's warmed up a lot. We had a very cold week, down as low as like 2 degrees, but it's back up to being pretty good. By pretty good, I mean it's like in the 20s. I still think we can get a better score. Fahrenheit. (24-23). We had more rain than snow, which is unfortunate, but it's actually probably worse because it froze over the roads. 224-23. Let me get this playing out. 224-23, 224-23, 224-23. With 5 resets. 5 very, very happy resets that I love a lot. Yeah, it's better. I think it'll come out to like a 92.6 out of 100. 92.6. Not bad. Significant improvements in terms of time, but the Erica fight's just awful. But remember, the goal of today's run was to not be stuck at 89.99 like we were before. We had black ice like 10 or 11 years ago. I was at work and the roads got really bad, but I lived like, 40 minutes away from that. So I had to drive home. And I wrecked, not major wrecks, but I ran off the road involuntarily like 3 times just on the way home, and I had to like call a buddy with a truck to help me get home. Tier list. I want to see what a 92.6 would put this thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Put it in 13th place. Pretty good, actually. Pretty darn good. Now, I have a run. We got the run that's done and edited. I was a week late on it, but we got the run coming up. I'm gonna try really hard to get that out. Like I said, look for the you're not gonna get a notification for it. I'm trying something different. I'll release a community post, and in that community post, I will say, "Hey, the video's out. Here's the link." That'll be your notification. So that's gonna be ready. But just during my spare time, I really do enjoy just making ROMs, right? I just enjoy making them. Even if I don't play them for a while, I enjoy just making the sprites, making the ROMs just for a later date and time. And I'm working on one that probably won't be till February, I guess. But let me see if I can change over the overlay for it. Starter. Persian. Let's change that. And I want to ask you guys something. For now, this is like my preliminary thoughts on it. And I want to get your guys' thoughts on a new move. Like what you think it should do. Let me refresh this just so you can see what I'm talking about. You're running platinum? Sounds like it's long, but I wish you the best of luck. All right. We're talking Regigigas. We're going to run into a Regigigas run eventually. I want to know you guys' thoughts on, since you guys are in the stream, you've been hanging around, I want to know your thoughts on it. So listen up. Crush Grip. How do I implement Crush Grip? I don't want to do the code. So right now, Crush Grip is a move that varies depending on your HP. So if your opponent has max HP, it does a 120 effective or base power. And if they are down to 1% HP, it only does 1 damage, 1 base power. I don't know how to handle it. I want it just to be a regular move. I don't want it to be as weak as Body Slam. And you can see on the overlay, I decided to go to 100. But should I just go all the way? Should I just be like, hey, 120, let's let it loose. No, if you split the difference, you might as well just make this move stomp. If he could do, if he can do it, tell him to let me know. He can send me over the code. I'm thinking it's at least gonna be 100, guys. Because if you think about it, it only has 5 power points. It's gonna be so sparingly used, and you would almost always use it at full health anyway. You know what I mean? So like almost always it would be 120 power, because you're always gonna use it at full health. But I think it's a little bit too strong, so I dialed it back a little bit. 100 is my preliminary thoughts. I'll probably get a discussion going up about it in the next week or two. I didn't want to go too far with it. Like I didn't want to go too far. Like I didn't want to go 120. I felt like that was a little bit too far. Kind of like Thunder Cage with Regieleki. Like there's no way you can implement that move in its current state in a Gen 1 game because it'd be way too strong. Yeah, 100. I went with 100 because, yeah, it's basically double edge with less PP, and it's a signature move that you're only gonna ever see on this one singular run. So if it was any weaker, like somebody said, split the difference, you know, like it would only be like a 60 base power move. I think it would round down to a 60 base power move, and at that point, you might as well just use Stomp or Bite or something, and it just doesn't feel good. You're like, Crush Grip. The Titan, the colossal Pokemon Regigigas' signature move. It's 60 base power. Well, sometimes you have to rebalance things a little bit. I think Regieleki was the first time I had to step in and be like, no, we can't do that. We can't have a wrap-based move with 80 base power, you know? Yeah, the 5 base P doesn't feel good. Like I said, I haven't really tested the run out. I've just made it. My sprite's looking clean though. I'll bring up a sprite for you guys. Actually, hang on. I don't think I have it saved. Hang on. I'll see if I can pull up. It's not the, you know, toot my own horn or anything, but I think it's my best sprite work yet. I'll just show you the back sprite. The front sprite's just a devamped version of the sprite on the left. Let me open up snipping tool. Or snip and sketch. I'm just gonna put it in downloads. Okay. Annihilate. Annihilate's like an old, something I haven't messed with in a while. I don't even know where it's at. This is something that I'm like actively working on to get into production sometime soon. But you won't see Annihilate until I do. Yeah, here's my back sprite. Look how clean, dude. Look how clean this back sprite is. Yeah, for some reason YouTube, once you get about an hour, about 2 hours into a playlist, I swear YouTube's just like, no. Especially if you're using an ad block. That Gigas. It's pretty good. It's pretty good on the Reggie. Now there is a sprite that I just don't know how to handle right now, and it's usually like Gen 9 Pokemon. I really like, I know I said I like Skeledirge, but I really like Hydrapple. I love Hydrapple a lot. Hydra, Apple, Grass, Dragon. Love everything about it. It's got 2 signature moves. Love it. But I don't know how to draw it. There's no sprites for Hydrapple out there. And I can't get it to fit. Like, if you look at the Scarlet and Violet sprite, when you're looking at the menu, it's only got a single head sticking out of it. And I would really like it to be a Hydra and have 3 little heads sticking out of it. But to implement that, I got some good models for it. It's just so hard to implement it because you essentially have to almost make it up. It's just a weird Pokemon. I spent a day or two like looking at it, but I don't know. Hydrapple, maybe one day, but I don't know. I'm kind of at an impasse. Like, the sprites aren't up to my standards, I guess I'll say. I made some sprites and I was just like, you know, that's not very good. I'm not gonna do it. If I can get the back sprite to look good, I might continue with it because, I mean, at the end of the day, you see the front sprite for maybe 2 seconds. You see it at the very end of the game, at the Hall of Fame, at the very first when you pick your Pokemon, and that's it. I don't know. It's all interesting, you know? But I do have to take some tests this week. Got some other things going on during the week. Like I said, video coming out. I'll release some stuff about it tomorrow. I'll probably talk about Crush Grip in the coming weeks. But just some stuff on my mind to try to get it out. I had to skip last week. More than likely in February I have to skip again. Another week. Have midterms sometime at the end of February. But that's all kind of boring stuff. I know you guys don't care too much about that. But that is about it for me. Thanks for showing up. Persian got a pretty decent little glow up. I need to probably go back. I don't know what I'll do next. I think I'm having a Blood Run extravaganza stream at the end of January. I don't know yet. We'll see. I got some stuff planned, but I haven't put it into, you know, to see if I got the time and stuff like that. But I appreciate all you guys showing up. As always, I'm going to play a couple of ads. If you haven't noticed, I don't play ads during the stream. So I'm just going to play a few at the end. So appreciate you guys showing up. Hopefully I'll see you on the premiere Sunday.